All
Let's
right,
see.
we live, boys. All right, we got Shits.eth, we got Boston Rob. Hello,
What's
Rob.
up, guys?
We
What's
got
up?
Defeisky, Mr. Eric, the CTO.
What's going on?
Dev of the year.
On?
All right.
Don't tell anybody.
All right,
Let's just
guys,
make
so
sure. Are we actually live on all the channels,
Oh,
Shitsy?
you can check them, double check them.
Yep. X is live. Well, yep. Twitch is live. Nice.
Yeah, my stream channels are saying we're streaming on everything, including
The Twitter is. The
TikTok.
Instagram is not live yet. I can tell on my.
If you want to watch us on TikTok, you could actually watch us on @inspired. That's the username, @inspired. Just the word inspired. All right, gentlemen, we ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it, man. It looks. I mean, the little sneak peek I just got is fire.
Yeah,
absolute fire.
I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. I think Eric's nailing it, as we know. All right, Eric. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Eric. You ready to reveal this?
Sure.
All right, Eric, take it away.
All right. So what we have here is we do have a live feed of the ATM that's running. It's showing different tokens that it's monitoring right now that are all into different strategies. These are just kind of some strategies that we're messing around with. These tokens are under monitor PF. These are under different ones. So basically, what the system's doing is it's monitoring these tokens to see when they get all of their triggers, their buy triggers hit. Once the buy triggers hit, it will buy the token. Like you saw this Mochi token right here that just popped up. Let's see what old Mochi does here. Someone obviously just spiked it. But I think we did get in and out of that super fast. I think we wound up with about 40% on that trade. Just in and out. So with the system, you got live charts. It's your basic trading view chart. You got live transactions. Same stuff as anywhere. You kind of resize things, but you can actually make the charts bigger or smaller, depending on what it is that you're looking at or what it is that you want to do. So that's just kind of sitting there. If you've got a token that you're looking for, let's say we want to. Oh, I heard about this Boomer token. So you get a list of Boomer tokens here that are in the system. This one's 11 minutes old. So this is the one that just came. Launched about 11 minutes ago. So this one's actually in our monitoring right now. We're monitoring it, but you can kind of see, you can watch the charts, you can see the token details. You can just watch it, or you can let the system take it away. You'll see these tokens that are popping in and out of the trades, the open trades right here. These are tokens that the system buys, and will determine whether they sell them or hold them. So each strategy has its own sell parameters or sell triggers. Once we purchase a token, we have a parameter set up for when to sell that token. Either on a trailing stop loss, a hard stop loss, or a gain. We like the gains, of course. One of the big triggers that I like to work off of is the ratio between sellers to buyers, because once that ratio hits that tipping point, you usually see a chart curve, at the top and start on its way down. So we do try to catch that before she starts coming down. But each one of these tokens, also comes with a kind of a health score. As you look at the different tokens, you get a health score. You obviously get the charts. You get all the statistics down here. We have the amount gained, over 3 minutes. You got price, you got market cap, you got volume, you got the buy sell volume ratios. buy sells ratios. You can kind of, you can sit here and you can watch the list of tokens, or you can just kind of kick back and let it do its thing. So that's always believable and possible too. When you do create strategies, right? So you're into the system. You want to create a strategy to trigger, buys or sells on certain parameters. So in our strategies here, these are just a bunch of strategies that I'm playing with there. But you can go in here. You can we made it super simple to create your strategies. We can say this is a test strategy. We go next. We say, okay, with buyer monitor, do we want to buy the token immediately once it hits our trigger, or do we want to send it to monitoring to make sure she's on her way up, instead of down? So, I mean, I like to send it to monitoring. This one we can say, when DEX screener is updated, it's a pump fund token. Top holder percents are 5%. Maybe the top 10 holders are less than 30%, right? So, okay, so now let's say we bought the token. What are we going to sell it on? So we want to look for sales. Maybe we want to look at the last half a minute. We want to say, okay, let's if we get 25%, let's jump out. We can set a trailing stop loss at 15. We set a hard stop loss at 5. I'm always a fan of the buy-sell ratio. It's a big indicator. I like to set that at 135 over half a minute. Monitor conditions. So this defines the initial triggers for the monitoring. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy 0.05. We're going to look at the last 3 minutes of transactions. We're going to make sure that we've gained at least 5% over those 3 minutes. We're going to make sure that over those 3 minutes we have $9,000 in volume. And our buy-sell ratio check, we're going to set that at 66% and the volume ratio at 66%. I'm not going to worry about moving averages or price look back. The swap details, basically, this is just your swap, your priority level, how fast you want your transactions to go through. I'm a fan of recommended. Recommended is basically medium times, plus 5%. So I always just leave on recommended with a no multiplier on the fee. I do like to set $1 as a max priority fee, and usually set my slippage around 15 or so. Once you get all that set, you can review and confirm your stuff and put it into motion. I'm not going to fire this one up because I basically have a strategy just like this that's already running. But that's just kind of a walkthrough on the strategy itself. So that's kind of the overview of the ATM here. What do you guys think?
I think it looks great.
It looks awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
This is very, very, very user-friendly. I think maybe we can talk a little bit about, what's going on here. Because one thing I have noticed, or I'm kind of learning in this process with new people that are seeing this for the first time, Eric.
Yeah.
I don't know if they understand what you're showing them and why this matters. Because, I mean, it is a technology that is unheard of on Solana chain. This is a game changer for traders. Whether you want to automate your strategies, buy, sell, the whole bit. And it actually, talk about maybe the data. What is it pulling in? All that. Unless you want me to do it, I'm happy to.
No, you go ahead. Fire it away.
So just give you guys a little bit idea. If you could pull up, I don't know if you can pull up a token or not on that sidebar there, Eric. If you,
yeah.
So essentially, this is the ATM control panel. What you're actually seeing here at this point is basically a monitor, and it's also showing you if you have any open trades with your ATM. So the ATM is an automatic trading machine. It pulls data. So all these parameters and strategies that Eric just kind of went through with all of you, it's pulling data from bubble maps. It's pulling it from DEX screener. It's pulling it from Twitter. It's going to have, the ability to, if a token gets a lot of tweets, it's going to pull it from SoulScan. It's going to pull it from Reddit. It's going to pull it from Dex Tools, Soul Sniffer, BTalk, Rug Check. All this data, it's real life data that is married with on-chain data that allows you to really gain an advantage, like a true advantage that allows you to be able to get ahead of other traders, essentially. Because by time they go get a contract address, drop it in the the search, it's going to pull up the token if it's on BonkBot, if it's on Unibot, if it's on Photon, or it's on Bullx, or whatever it might be. It's going to pull those up. Like, that's great and all. The problem is, in order to like really see the health of this token, and I'm talking like Rug Check, I'm talking the bubble maps, I'm talking, is there anybody even tweeting about this token? I mean, that's a real easy way to find a scam. If it's just a token that's got like millions of dollars in volume and it's just pumping, I mean, maybe you just found one, Eric. But I mean, it's just pumping, but it has no tweets, right? Yeah, it's Unicat. I saw Unicat.
Dude, the one you were just on just spiked like crazy too.
Yeah, Unicat, I think, just behind it.
Dude, this is crazy.
Unicat bonded.
Unicat just hit 3 minutes ago. Well, that was FB, but.
So what this is going to do, that health score at the top, like show that health score. You guys see that orange kind of wavy, and you see how it gives it a score out of 100? Anything that's in the red or it's not above, I would say probably around 70. It's not showing a positive probability for momentum. It's actually losing its momentum, and it's possible that it has a high probability of going down versus up.
It's also what it just sold out of it.
It did.
Yeah.
So it's actually
she was turning.
It's actually pulling bubble maps. It's pulling like everything that you really need to know about. But keep in mind your sell strategy. Like Eric's showing you guys right now how this thing is actually selling out of these tokens. It's great, but that's the sell strategy that is assigned to this strategy for buying. So it's automatically buying once it detects a token. It detects it on chain based on the parameters which you put. Then it's going in, it's buying the token, but then it's actually selling it based on your sell strategy. Now, it's funny, like we were talking about earlier, Rob. I don't remember the token. You said it earlier, the F, what is it? I can't remember right now.
UFD?
Yeah, the one that went to like...
the UFD. It's like I don't know, that unicorn FAR token. The ATM hit it at 700K.
Hit it at 770K it bought, but it actually sold at like 1.1 mil. Because
it just ripped its 20-30% that it's set to do.
Right. Exactly.
Which is what a lot of people really still want. I mean, again, if you're degenning, or if you're looking at it like you and I are looking at it right now, and what we're going to do tomorrow, we would go and like look at stuff manually, and like, with the human side of it, maybe you and I would have decided to hold it longer, or I don't know. There's so many different filters, right, Eric, that you have in there. Like, I guess you really have to play around with the filters, right?
Do you guys notice how fast this thing is updating in real time?
It's insane how fast it is, dude. It's like 20 times faster than Dex Screener.
Have you ever seen Dex Screener go this fast?
No, not even remotely close. Not even remotely fucking
quicker
close.
You can get in, the quicker you can take advantage.
Look at this one, guys.
This is
now it is showing a smaller health. Now again, it's all up to you guys. You get into a token, it's kind of like
this one's flying, dude.
It's Russian roulette. You could stay in it, and you see that it's got a bad health score. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to tank. It just means there's some things to really consider and be very cautious and careful with this token.
Dude, this one is flying.
Yeah. All right, so Fartbird, we just bought for about 3 seconds and got out at 34%.
Wow.
Wait,
no way. It bought and sold.
Yep.
And look at it, it's tanking. And it made its look how fast this is, dude. Oh my God. This is insane, Eric. You just created a printing machine for people.
This is the dream trade machine. This is all people need on Solana, guys. You know, the charts are great, RSIs and all that fun stuff if you're trying to swing trade or whatever. This thing will swing trade for you. But it also incorporates like real world data. If you're trying to find tokens that got like tons of callers, you know, a Telegram group that you really like, we're going to integrate all the best Telegram groups that are callers, alpha callers, that type of thing. And I think you should see where this token's going. You see how it had this huge spike, but now it looks like it's getting farmed a little bit, right? So,
yeah, I mean, but the ATM already hit. It already hit its sell.
Eric, go back to the health score if you could scroll up just for a second. See the yellow? That's a cautious. That means trade it, jump in, degen all you want, but just know that there's some red flags that are telling us there's a possibility this thing's not going to continue on its uptrend on a high probability long term. Short term, it's going down. And so that's just something I want you guys to see. You see how this one could have made a nice, it made 30% for, you know, the ATM went in and captured
quick and easy, seconds. It was seconds.
Yeah, it already moved on, right?
Yeah, that's what, I mean, again, that's what people want. That's what I want. That's why I'm planning on throwing 100, 200 SOL into the ATM, have the strategy set up to rip 30%.
But we haven't given up on Fartbird here. We're still monitoring it to see if it'll fit our triggers again.
The health
That's
will
crazy.
Reset. It will reset, but it doesn't look like it's given any benefit of the doubt on this one, guys.
Not right now, because the buy sell volume percentages and the buys to sells they're outside of our boundaries that I have set, which is why they're red over there.
Feels a little farmy to me, actually.
We'll see.
Sounds like old man Tractor is in there cooking.
Old man Tractor.
Tractor Man. You remember Tractor Man when you were like a 5-year-old? Like, guys, this is Photon on steroids when it comes to the data. I just want you to know that. Like, this is legit. I don't know if you'll get faster data than the ATM. I just don't think it exists. Anybody that's truly degenning, this is the platform you need to be on. You can't go to Deck Screener and then go back to your bond buy and then go back to your rug check. And then by the time you've done it, you missed the 30%. Eric, what did you say? It all happened in 3 seconds.
It was about 3 seconds on that one, yeah.
It ripped 30%.
Moved on.
34 points.
I mean, that's the difference between the ATM and pretty much every other trading platform out there. Plus, you're not going to get bubble map scores. You're not going to find a health score. That health score, guys, is 9 months. 9 months of blockchain data, real-time data, real-life data that you're not finding on the blockchain. So this isn't like a bot that's just crawling the blockchain looking for triggers. This is combining off-chain and on-chain data, guys. This is the ultimate dream trade machine. You will not find it anywhere.
But wait, before you order.
But wait, there's more. There's more. Mars holders.
I mean, this is what I know, what people don't understand though. Like Eric is like, we're not even in beta yet. By the time beta's done, like this thing's gonna be fucking even more on steroids, dude, than it is right now.
Not even going to recognize it. That was that one we just got 13% on before it ducked out.
Guys, we're cooking with.
So it's just scalping 15. It just scalped 13%. It just scalped fucking.
Grab that one. Did it grab
it just scalped fucking 34% in 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
That was the idea when. Building this was the idea of getting quick, ins and outs. And of course, you can use it differently. Those are just the strategies that I have set up. I know, just a quick in and out, get in, get out, monitor it for the next trigger.
Oh,
how many times have we all round tripped something? So this is the round trip stopper.
This is the thing that keeps you honest. It takes the emotions out of it. The thing that gets me super excited, honestly, because I am somewhat a degen, right? Like by nature. For the last year or so on Solana, I get a token contract, jump from an alpha group, go to, Unibot, throw it in. And then I'm like, okay, I got to check bubble maps. I got to check this. I got to check that. And by the time I do it, it's like 2 minutes has elapsed, right? So if you're getting one that just migrated to Radium from Pump Fun, or you're getting one that's really starting to move and cook and somebody called it, that 2 minutes could be the difference between you making 5% and you making 70, 80, 100%. Like, it's truly that
crazy, dude. I've just never seen, like, I've been on Photon, I've been on BullX. It just seems like the data just seems to be coming in real time so much faster, dude.
This is great, Eric. You fucking killed it. I do want to point out, so in this screen, guys, you see where it says chart at the top, the 2 tabs, you got token details and chart. Right below that, between where the FB and the token info is, there's going to be a buy and sell with some presets. So you're going to be able to degen directly from this screen. You're not going to have to go anywhere else. This will load on mobile. So you're not going to have any issues. It's a web app. You're not going to have any issues trading with this, just like you do with Photon, just like you do with BullX, guys. This is the BullX Photon killer. There's no reason, think about it this way. How technical and how sophisticated are the people in the Solana network that are trading this stuff? They're trading it because they've got a call or some underground info or some sort of emotion to it. They're not trading because the RSI is moving. There are some guys that do really good on swing trading. Amen. Like, I totally see that. But this will swing trade for you. If you set your strategies right, Eric, do you want to go through the strategy screens one more time so people can see? Just now, initially, like, more and more strategies are going to be put in here. But there's going to be a lot more parameters that we haven't added yet that will be there in beta, but also be there when we go live to the public. Now, keep in mind, I want to clarify one thing before you go, Eric. I want to clarify one thing. There is some confusion out there that this is only going to be for Mars holders. Mars holders and the Martian NFTs on Magic Eden are going to be the recipients, the beneficiaries of the donated revenue. So 50% goes to Mars holders, and then 20% of the revenue is going to go to the 690 NFTs that are on Magic Eden. That's where it is. This is a public platform, guys. This will be available to anybody, your mom, your sister, your brother, your grandma, anybody that wants to put this stuff, either go in here and degen. One thing I'm looking forward to is I'm going to start going in and throwing it in the search function and learn some strategies that seem to always work. Then I'm just going to go to my strategies, set it up, and automate it, and just let it run all day. Because I know for a fact that I've spent the time, I've put in, you see how he's pulling these tokens up here. I've seen this strategy work time and time again. Now you can see how Eric's doing some stuff here. This token, I mean, I'm guessing the bubble map looks pretty good because the score is pretty high. But you could have a bunch of jeets that are just jeeting the heck out of it. But you just got to be, you got to learn how the health score affects the current. So Eric, you want to talk through that one more time, setting up a strategy?
Sure. So there are a lot of options in the strategies, different things that you can do. The first thing you need to do is choose a snazzy name.
Now, Eric, just real quick before you go through this, the other screen, are those the preset ones that are at the top that you've been testing for a while?
There's a lot of these, just playing around, always playing around with different strategies, always.
Okay.
Those are the ones that are running live for this
for the demo. Okay.
That way we can suck in a lot of tokens and see a lot of activity. So that's why those are live. So on the strategies, you set a name so you can tell what it is. When you're looking at it, you're going to edit it, you do whatever. For a strategy, you can decide, okay, when it meets my triggers, am I going to buy it or am I going to throw it into monitoring? And wait for the monitoring triggers to hit to make sure she's going up. Because a lot of these strategies or these strategies here have to do with events. Brand new launch on Radium. Which is what the strategies are that we're running right now. They're all brand new launches on Radium. Liquidity burn. Once liquidity is burned, if you want to snipe it as soon as liquidity is burned, you can do that. If you want to snipe it as soon as deck screener is updated, you could do that. That's when they pay to get their image on deck screener and their socials and things. By the way, we bring those into our system when they do that.
Screen, Eric.
You did what?
We lost your screen. Your screen jumped off.
Oh yeah, his the ATM just clicked off for whatever reason.
Yeah. Do you want to reconnect the ATM?
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Just
yeah, we can hear you. It's just the ATM screen just triggered off for whatever reason.
Yeah, there we go. I got it. There we go. Oh, it just
what you got? I just turned it off.
Why?
There we. I just saw it pop. Just throw it back up. There we go.
There we go.
I did. I turned it off and threw it back up.
There we go.
My super fast internet at home.
Yeah.
The McDonald's internet down the street.
My little stream here keeps saying it's lost connection and reconnecting. So.
No, I can see it. Yeah, we can. You're good. I see it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we see you.
Okay. All right. So back to strategies. You can decide if you're going to buy it immediately or if you're going to monitor it. I'm a fan of deck screener updates. Let's say we buy it immediately, right? So we're going to buy it for 0.05 SOL. We want to make sure it's a pump fund token that updates their deck screener. Like to make sure you can decide for top holders. What is a single top holder? How much do they hold? What's your threshold? For me, it's 5%. Top 10 holders, how many do they hold? Believe it or not, pump fund is usually very heavy on the top 10 holders. 30 is what I like to go with for the top 10 holders on a pump fund token. 30%, that is. So now let's say we bought it. What are we going to do? What are our triggers going to be that's going to trigger the ATM to sell it? Well, when we're on a sell scenario, I like to look at very, very near transactions, because that's what the system does. Is it looks at all the transactions that just came in to make decisions on a lot of these triggers. So for sells, I like to go with half a minute. In the last 30 seconds, I'm going to look at all those. The total will sell it. If I usually keep a trailing stop loss of about 15% and a hard stop loss, which is under 0, so you're losing money. I like to set that at 5%. Other strategies for triggering a sell is the buy to sell ratio. I like 135%, which is more sellers than buyers, but it's in a half a minute, so that's when it starts to round that corner. If it keeps up, if it keeps up on that, it's going to round the corner and it's going to drop. So I like 135%. Determine what happens after you sell it. You can either keep it in the same strategy or you can send it to another strategy. So let's say that for my initial buys, I set things up one way for an initial buy, but after that initial buy and I throw it into monitoring, I want to set it up on a different set of strategies. I want to set it up to look at it differently and to react to it differently and get those different triggers with the. This one here, I'm just a bit as is. Monitoring conditions. We're not going to monitor this one. We're going to buy it right away. Set your slippage on, that's normal. But not a lot of places allow you to set a priority fee. I guess a lot of the Telegram bots do these days. I'm a fan of recommended. Again, recommended is just medium plus 5%. You can put a multiplier on your fee. So even if you went with recommended, you could add 25% to that to give it a little boost on getting your transactions through. I find that no multiplier is just fine. Max priority, I usually set it $1. I'm not going to pay more than $1 on a priority fee. So it won't use $1. That's just the max. So priority fees, they fluctuate just like that price chart that you saw. And it all depends on what other people are paying at the moment in time for priority fee. Are you still there?
Yeah, you've been like pitching in and out, but
Yeah,
I hear you.
I think it's your phone. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah, we can
we
hear you, Eric. You're
most
just
of it.
pitching in and out.
Anyone else
We
there?
hear most of it. You hear us?
Yeah.
Bueller.
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. We got to get this guy some Wi. We got to get Eric some Wi-Fi.
Can you see the screen?
Headphones at the house. Yeah, we can see the
The
screen.
screen just fine, Eric.
Shit. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll just keep going. So basically, that you set when you're ready, firm and create strategy for you. Then that strategy will show up right here in your active strategies. You can always go in, you can edit it, you can deactivate it or pause it for the moment. You can always pause and unpause strategies at any time. So that's another look at strategies.
Now, are you live buying and selling right now, Eric?
I can't hear you guys.
I mean, got it. You can't hear us?
No, he can't.
That's so weird.
I know.
Maybe you should go out on his phone and come back in. That's you typing. We can hear
you. We can hear you, bro.
Look at how fast that data goes.
Dude, it's so fucking fast, dude.
I mean, that's just... I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
It's so fast, dude.
It's like rocket speed. Oh, looks like it just bought something, Moshi.
Dude, it's already ripped like 50 or 60% off Mochi. It keeps buy it back.
It keeps going back in because it's hitting the trigger. It looks like it sold it again.
People, this is hilarious. People in the Telegram are like, did the ATM pick up on Mars? That's a ball bust.
Eric, I think the strategy he's running is the stuff that comes off Pump Fun in the first
Pump Fun, the Pump Fun strategy. Yeah, this one's ripping. Whatever one he's on right now, it's absolutely ripping.
I'm gonna tell Eric to go out on your phone.
Dude, this thing is ripping. I just can't believe how fast it is, dude. It's like insanely, dude. It's insanely fast, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the other thing that, like,
this is the degen dream. Like, honestly, for me, watching this chart, and now imagine you can have your buy and sell preset buttons, and you can manually buy and sell.
Look how fast it is, dude.
But literally, imagine being able to buy and sell. Look at these are like seconds. It's not 12 seconds old when it displays like it is on Deck Screener. It's not 14, 15, 16 seconds old by the time it displays on Deck Screener. You could literally trade this stuff in real time and execute. I mean, I would argue Eric put the way he did the transactions. I mean, he literally put this in there almost like a sniper. I mean, it's literally that fast. So when it went in and out in 3 seconds, guys, that was like, I mean, you're not even getting Jupiter to fucking process and spin, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it goes. This is direct on chain, guys. This isn't messing around with the other shit.
This is fucking wild.
Holy, look at that thing running. FB. What is it, Fartbird?
It's in the monitor. It didn't buy it. No, it already bought. It already made 30%.
It's bought and sold FB multiple times.
Multiple times?
Yeah, but look at all the gains on the ones in the monitor. So those are the gains from when they were added to the monitor, just so you guys understand that.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. I got to get Eric on. He's yelling at me.
Dude, I cannot believe how fast it is, man.
Okay,
that's Eric, impressive, dude.
I'm back.
Eric. Oh,
yo.
Yes.
He's back.
Go.
This is the one time where fast better.
Why don't you walk through this again? You know, what it's doing, it's buying, it's monitoring. Do it again for the audience, just because I'm sure we've got some new audience members, and I'm sure some people could use a refresher and maybe a little deeper understanding.
Sure. So in the system here, These are all tokens that that the ATM is currently monitoring to see when they meet our buy strategies. That'll be when everything's green. There's no red visible. Once the red goes away and turns green, it will buy that token. Different strategies that are in here. Some of these have been sitting around for a long time and don't really have any volume, but they have a timer on them on the monitor. Once they hit a certain amount of time, they'll drop automatically. But that's basically it. It sits here and looks to see, what it is that that it's going to do. This is what was that? That's not back to Fartbird. Let's see here. Where were we? Mochi's really down in volume right now. That's no bueno. Huh.
It just traded something else, Max, whatever. Oh, it sold it. It bought and sold it. It made 70%.
With Max,
it made 60. It made 68% on it.
No, that one only made 3% on Max.
Oh, but see that? Okay, so that thing where it says sell on the right, Eric, is that where you can actually manually sell it if you want?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. So, and that's the next showing of this. There'll be proper buttons over there, but it does like Max. It keeps jumping in and out of Max. It's just grabbing a few percent here, a few percent there. Again, these strategies that I have running, I set them up so we would see movement, a lot of movement. So a lot of them are quick ins and outs. So even though it gets in, it sells it, it's going to monitor it and it's going to buy it again when it needs to buy it. So there was Max again for another 6% on Max.
Dude, it's just scalping. I think it's funny when it just scalps off the same chart. Buys and sells with the same token.
There's Max again. Max, boys.
It's firing. It's firing. It's firing. It's firing buys and sells right now. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was 6%.
This is so sick.
Yeah. So again, I mean, we set these up so you can see the ATM in action. These aren't necessarily targeting to bring home big money. They're just to show the movement of the buys and the sells and how the system kind of tracks things. Determines when to buy, when to sell. There goes 13% on Fatua. So
it's just scalping, just ripping.
There's Fatua. Fatua's back in again. So.
This is crazy.
A lot of good stuff.
Dude, this is really sick, dude. I mean, I just can't believe that this is like the first bare bone iteration of this too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like you're gonna after beta's done, this thing's gonna. I can't even imagine all the added stuff that you're gonna put into this once we're through beta.
Absolutely. This is just the beginning. You guys won't recognize it next time you see it.
Wow.
Well, you may recognize it, but it's going to be so much better. I'm just doing some things behind the scenes here. Yeah. So, I mean, one of the biggest challenges that people face is, being glued to the charts all day long, 24/7. And that's living in the trenches, right, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
So what this does, this allows you to live in the trenches and kick back on the couch at the same time, because it's going to watch these tokens for you. It's going to look for the triggers that you set up, to buy, to sell, to monitor, and jump into the game.
Yeah. I think a good idea would be, Eric, and I don't know how you can do it. I like how you have the recommended button on the on like one of the parts of when you're setting up your own strategy. But I think a good idea, especially for the normie, even for the advanced trader, is to have some sort of easily accessible, just how to set the thing up pretty much like where you recommend, like, where you're seeing is the most recommended way to be profitable, and like maybe like the lower risk, I guess. People, you don't want people to be losing, you know what I mean, using this. Obviously, if someone is more of a gambler and wants to take higher risk, that's on them. But is there a way to, like, almost in when they're setting something up, to just have all of everything, almost a recommended something on those screens, so people can just almost copy it? Or I don't know how that would work, but
Yeah, absolutely. For the important things or not so important things, there's little write-ups under each one to kind of talk to you about what they are and what they do. We can certainly put some defaults in. However, you know, everybody needs to try and, you know, test things out. See what strategies work for you. I mean, are you looking for the quick in and out, like this is set to run? Or are you looking for, more long-term hold on some real movers, something with real volume and maybe a little bit of sustainability? It's really tough on Solana, as most of these have a half-life of about 40 minutes, and then they're done. So that's what this system does, is it watches all of those, and it can jump in and grab a little bit and jump out.
Oh, and there's also strategies that, are more mid caps, large caps. So, it's going to find those triggers for those bigger tokens, 20 mil, 30 mil, 100 mil. So if you're not wanting to go with this, which is obviously, you can see how fast it can scalp it, you could easily just go into a token that's definitely on the upswing and momentum movement, and jump into something that we know is far oversold or whatever, and it's going to come back. But it automatically catches it for you. Well, you're at work, you're at the water fountain, you're talking to Johnny at lunch, and you're fucking trading.
Yeah.
Now, if
exactly.
you want to use it as a degen, you don't need to set up the automated stuff. You could simply just come in here. You see the screen that Eric's on. You put in your contract address in the search bar up top. Boom, here comes the chart. Buy buttons, sell buttons, all presets, or you can manually enter what you want to do, and it's going to be like a rocket.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit for everybody. It's self-serve and it's automated. You put the two together. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, I'm going to start self-serve, and I'm going to diagnose the best strategies, and then I'm going to automate them. Because obviously we know things happen, we know things move, and this is so much fun. Just looking at
this is so fucking fast, man. I can't believe how fast it is.
In the search drop downs, we do let you know if LPs burn right away, if socials are paid on Dex Screener. We let you know the liquidity you're looking at, as well as the token and how long ago it was launched. We're going to bring a little bit more data into this. Maybe we'll throw a market cap in there at the same time, and maybe some other stuff in here. But try to make it a pretty easy, choice of getting, opening it up and looking at it further. So,
sick, dude. This is so sick. Eric, what is it that makes this different from, say, Dex Screener or something else? Like, how are the transactions coming in at light speed, at real time? Like, what's the differentiator there?
Well, the magic is, we pull in all transactions ourselves, so we're not reliant on any third parties. So we pull in all the transactions, and basically right now the system's set up to feed all those into the front end as soon as they come in live. So they can come in fast, they can come in slow. We may, as more and more people get on it, we may have to throttle back to just once a second, batching transactions. We'll see. I want to keep it as fast as humanly possible.
I love some of these are coming in at 0 seconds, guys. Do you see this shit?
It's fucking nuts, dude.
Do you see it?
I've never seen anything so fast. I'm serious. I've never seen something so fucking.
That's insane. And you guys, go check out Dex Screener. I challenge anybody. Go to Dex Screener right now, just for fun, and go pull up any token. I don't care what new token. It doesn't matter. And then watch the transactions. They're always 12, 13, 15, 20 seconds late. So by the time 20 seconds is an eternity on the chain.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm getting fucked all the time.
So, So if you're really, by time they rugged your ass, You didn't even see the sells coming because they happened 20 seconds ago.
Sorry, my ice machine was screaming. I had to go see what it was.
It's so excited about the ATM, Eric.
Oh, it was sounded like something was dying.
You got the Internet of Things getting all whacked out over here.
True.
No, this is rocket ships, guys. There is nothing like this. I don't care.
This is insane.
I challenge. Meet me on Spaces, and I'll be happy to go head to head. Bring whatever you got. Try to compare it. Give me anything that has the functionality, capability of doing what the ATM does. Photon and Bullx and none of them. I don't care which one you're talking about. They can't even touch the ATM, guys.
Dude, this is sick. It's so fast.
And then, some people are like, oh, the dev buy and sell indicators. Guys, we'll have all that stuff in the health score. That's all in there. Like, Bubble Maps is in the health score right now. That health score has been worked on for 9 months. You guys watched it. It was yellow on that one that was just sending, and all of a sudden they farmed it. At yellow means caution. Like, you could be degenning, but if it's not green, I'd be watching it pretty closely to see how it acts or how it behaves.
Yeah, and again, right now that health score is in the snapshot of the moment. We are working on a longer term health score for maybe a longer outlook on it versus the snapshot. So you can have some variabilities.
What's the health score on this FB, Eric?
On FB?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm gonna be afraid to look.
Why?
Oh, she's green, brother.
Oh, 98.
She's a green health score. 163,000 volume in 1 minute.
No, that's a great score.
Yeah. Also notice we put a 1 minute tab on the stats. I got tired of waiting for everyone's 5 minute stats.
3 mil market cap. It's what, 40 minutes old?
Yep, 39 minutes.
Guys, look at how fast this thing is just.
It's ripping, dude.
Yeah, but it's not even just the market cap. It's just how fast this thing displays where it's really at. Like, you got people piling over each other, 190 or 180,000 in 5 minute volume.
5 minute? 1.12 million?
No, on the 5 minute volume. Oh, 5 minute. That was a 1 minute volume.
That's 1 minute. 169,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's churning.
Yeah, it is. Now, the great thing about this is this got detected by the ATM, by the strategy that was in there. Then it automatically, how many times did it buy and sell this token already?
I'd have to look, but Fartbird
probably 4 or 5 times if I remember right.
Probably more than that, yeah.
But I want people to realize, like, guys, you could set the buy strategy to buy and then put a stop loss. You don't have to do what Eric's strategy is to grab 20, 30, 40% and get out.
Yeah.
So the reason it's buying and scalping and basically swing trading it is because that works too. But if you're like, hey, I want to get into this thing, it called it back. I mean, this thing called this thing like half an hour ago. So, I mean, it was at, I don't even know, like under a mil, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It got this at launch.
So you could have bought this at launch with a trigger, had a stop loss in at, minus 25%, let's say. It never triggers your minus 25% loss. So all the upside is yours. Oh, yeah. But that's on a trailing stop loss, Eric. I'm talking about just a standard stop loss.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, a standard stop loss would have never triggered in this entire chart. At this point, you'd still be in, and it's at a 2.6 mil. You would have probably bought it around 70K. Yeah, and you would have been cooking. You'd have been cooking hard right now.
Absolutely.
And again, it allows you to manually buy and sell. So just because it's in the ATM and it's on an automated buy, you could actually watch the chart and degen and just sell it when you're ready. You don't have to let it go through the process.
Well, the other thing too is if you are actively watching it, you can manually do it right in the the monitor, or where it has the open trade, you can buy and sell it, or excuse me, you could sell it if you want to.
Yeah.
Correct, like right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's in trades, you can sell it here. It's stuck in monitoring. You can buy it if you want. Again, this will look a little different when we release beta, but you'll be able to buy set amounts or your own amount. You'll be able to sell set amounts or your own amount as well.
Again, I do want people to realize the revenue from the ATM. So let's talk about that really quick, Eric and Rob. The revenue from the ATM is entirely different than Photon or entirely different than BullX. The ATM is a machine. So the reason those platforms, I think Photon is right around $4 or $5 million in revenue a day. And I believe BullX just exceeded the 3.5 million mark, if I'm not mistaken. And if you really take like the psychology of those platforms, it requires a manual interaction for transactions to take place. So we're relying on how many, like if you think of yourself as a trader, right? How many transactions are you doing in a day? I mean, when you're degenning or you're trying to get something or catch something, yeah, you might buy 10, you might sell 10, whatever, like 20 transactions on the average daily active user for a Photon, right? Or for BullX or whatever. Then you're going to get your very highly active users. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get people that maybe buy 1 or 2 tokens. So the daily active revenue from an active user on Photon or, BullX or one of those, it could be, we're estimating it to be around $6 to $10 per user. But on the ATM, when we ran these estimations, you got to remember, like this current ATM that he's using, this strategy, I mean, how much SOL is in there, Eric? How much did you fund it with?
I think it's got $100 in it.
Okay. So it's running with $100. It's making money. It's doing its thing, right? But it's probably going to transact a couple thousand buys and sells. You see how fast it goes in and out? It scalps. It does all these different things. So if you've got 20 transactions on a user on Photon and you've got 1,000 or 2,000 transactions on an automated user on the ATM, you can easily see the difference in revenue potential. But keep in mind, they're still making money. I mean, it's just more trades. That's all it is. It's just more trades. But the idea is that you're finding these highly profitable or highly probable that go up and they swing trade or they grab the momentum play and then they get the heck out, like that one where it grabbed 30% in 3 seconds earlier. I mean, this is, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it with a lot of confidence. Eric, you and I have been in blockchain since 2016. Rob, you've been around for a long time too. I've never seen anything like this, but
no,
I genuinely believe that the ATM, the automatic trading machine, truly will become the story of 2025, and it is the largest platform launch on Solana since Pump Fund back in March, April. And I'm telling you, I know in my mind there's no chance this doesn't go to astronomical. Like this is the dream machine for a trader.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes, it really is.
I mean, if you're not watching this right now and you're pissed off because you can't use it, like, how could you not be pissed right now watching this and being like, just launch this thing? I want to use it.
That's what everybody's saying. They do want to use it badly. This token's fucking pumping nice.
Yeah, you might think about buying some fart bird. Look at that job.
You want to know what's the cross marketing that's going to happen between us and other projects, like especially like right now in this live stream. Like the Fartbird community would be going nuts right now if they knew their token was up on our live stream. You know what I mean?
Would. It's got 700,000 in volume in the last 3 minutes.
Wow, dude.
Maybe they already know, Rob.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we got 700 people on this live stream right now.
Well, maybe they should tell our community. All we're doing is sitting here watching Fartbird. Anyone buy it?
No.
I bought it 8 times.
I'm just so into this. I'm just so fucking excited.
It's crazy.
I bought it 14 times while we've been sitting here. I don't know what you guys are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, his ATM did it.
Bought and sold. Yeah.
And
his ATM's buying and selling it, dude.
Yeah.
There is a way to get discounts on the fees on the ATM. Now, the ATM charges the same fee as Photon, same fee as BullX or Unibot or any of them. It's roughly 1%, just like everybody else. So you're not going to be experiencing anything different. There's no crazy fee. We're not charging. Boston Rob went out and he found an automatic like trading AI thing, and they wanted $25K just to get started. Like it was just
25,000.
Right.
Sit through this whole bullshit, and all it does is it's crazy, dude.
You're not paying anything different than what you're normally paying with these other platforms. There is an opportunity, however, as a Mars holder and as a NFT holder, that if you hold enough of those assets in combination, you could actually get a discount on the trading fees. And there's a chance anybody that wants to whale into this thing and like really, really, really get set up, if you set yourself up with like, I think it's 1.7 million Mars and some Martians, you get 0 trading fees, guys. 0.
Right. That's huge.
That's insanity. Like, who does that?
It's crazy. I mean, Photon and BullX aren't doing it. And they're not, and they're taking home about lion's share of the revenue. We're giving away a lion's share of the revenue to the holders. It's a fucking massive difference. Well, nobody's doing this.
I've said all the time. I know a lot of people like think we're absolutely crazy to like put this behind a project. But the reality is we want the masses using it. Mm-hmm. And this is a huge awareness play, but in the end, it's data play. And we're gonna, like I told you guys before, that health score, the health check, it is an algorithm built off on-chain, off-chain data for the last 9 months that has been collected. It is looking at probability based on metrics, based on when the tokens hit certain metrics. So it knows at this immediate second in time, this is its potential to go up or down. And what we're looking for is we need millions of trades, because the more trade data we get in that we can put in this huge monster brain, it's going to allow us to be even more optimized and really, really understand the movement, how it moves, what's happening, and really like even get more efficiencies when it comes to when it buys and sells. Oh, did Fartbird go down in health score?
Probably.
Just at a 90.
Yeah,
there, see that
just
guy?
Snooped a little bit.
It's dropping.
It's dropping health score, guys. That's your indicator right there. If you guys,
I mean, I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's crazy.
Health check is your best fucking friend, guys. I'm telling you, it was built that way.
The other thing, I mean, dude, if smart investors that have been accumulating a position, if you guys are holding a lot of Martians, if you're holding a good amount of the Mars token, you truly are going to set yourselves up really nice. You guys do not understand. I don't think I fully comprehend how much revenue this thing's actually going to drive, like at mass scale.
Well, and those stakers right now are going to be earning that Aries token. So that treasury, we actually created a treasury, guys.
I know there's a treasury. It's like going to be like a future Archie DAO where you can all. It's going to be sweet. I mean, it's a cool, another cool aspect to the project, in my opinion.
You become an ATM Mars Maxi, and this thing's like, Photon 4 million, BullX 3 million. We start hitting $1 million a day in revenue with the ATM at some point, and 100,000 is going to go into the treasury every day, and that 100,000 is going to add up quick. We're going to go and pose a voting system, right? Like we start voting, and we just start like sweeping NFT floors. And then we auction it off for the Aries token that you earn while you're staking right now. It's not a tradable token. It's just like a reward token. It's not tradable, so it doesn't have an intrinsic necessary value. It's all tied to the treasury. It's freaking brilliant. I love it.
It is brilliant.
So,
The Aries token's brilliant. It
yeah,
just adds a
so
cool aspect and gamify aspect to the whole project, to the marketplace. Like the fact that every holder is going to be a part of the DAO or futurarchy, however you want to call it, for that treasury is such a cool aspect to this project.
And it's going to benefit the holders. We go sweep Retardios. We go sweep SMB. Like, I don't even care if it's off on another chain. We go sweep the Bitcoin puppets or pudgies. It doesn't matter what we sweep with the treasury. We just vote on it as a community.
Yeah.
Then we go sweep this stuff, guys. Could you imagine we drop 20 pudgy penguins on the Mars market from the treasury? And you get to play with your Aries token. You're not using your Mars. You're using your Aries token, which is earned for staking your Mars. So it's absolutely a rocket because we're giving that 10% full control to the community. Look at it this way. What if it's got $4, $5, $6, $7, $10 million in the treasury? And Rob's like crazy. He's like, I found the coolest summer home in Nantucket. We gotta buy this. I'm putting it out there for votes. We vote on buying this $3 million home. We auction it off for Aries token, guys.
It's crazy.
Somebody's getting a new fucking vacation home.
I mean, dude, that treasury is going to add up quick. That's why it's like, guys, if you're been accumulating a bag and you're still holding, or if you're trying to, this price is not going to stay here much longer. It's just not. The assets are too valuable. I mean, there are only 690 NFTs. There's not a billion in the fucking guys. There's only 630 or 640, around 640 million tokens. It's not a billion in circulating supply.
Hey, Eric.
That's something else to take into consideration here. There will be a supply shock, in my opinion.
Supply shock will be real. Absolutely. We're not just saying that. I know you guys see that stuff in telegrams everywhere, but it is a legit.
Just so you know, in the last hour since we've been on this live stream, my little strategies there have traded 225 times. So 225 transactions in the last hour just on that little set of strategies, which is just a small piece of what I normally run.
Well, times that by 24, and you're talking what, 4,800 transactions a day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that.
But Eric, how much do you think? Like, and you only had 100 SOL in that wallet, right? How much did you say it did in the hour in total trading volume? Would you guess, or do you know those statistics?
Oh, I know those statistics, but I'm going to keep that one to myself.
Why?
This is just a show. You know, this is just a show. So I'm throwing very minimal at it. So
got it.
But the transactions themselves, 225 transactions on these strategies in the last hour. So you can extrapolate.
Can you check the health score on that?
On this one?
Yeah, let's see.
Where is the Fartbird community at? She's still yellow.
Okay.
Still yellow.
So Fartbird. It isn't necessarily buying the fake pump right now.
The reason she's yellow is because of the buy sell volume and the buy sells, the ratio between the buyers and sellers.
But that could indicate an artificial pump, Eric. Right?
When there's more sellers than buyers? No.
Yeah.
So usually when there's more sellers than buyers, the price is going to go down. But it doesn't need to. There could be big buyers in there, right? Which is why we look at the buy volume.
Exactly. It's about to turn down again.
Maybe. I mean, it's hovering. Look at the buy volume and sell volume. It's right at 99.8%. So it's neck and neck. So she's just kind of sitting here. She hasn't decided which way she's going to go. So if we see that change, then we could see that health score change as well.
Guys, this is game-changing tech on Solana.
Yeah, this is serious technology.
And I wanna publicly thank Eric for such a sick fucking job you did on this.
You like that?
This is brilliant.
Eric, it's insane, man. You are fucking brilliant. This is insane, dude.
It's just the beginning.
Oh no, this is like warming up the engines right here.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of cool tricks up my sleeve for this UI.
Everyone calls like these devs gigabrain. Eric is fucking gigabrain shits. He really is.
Well,
This is insane, dude.
He actually delivers shit, guys. There's a big difference. You could be a gigabrain, but you can't deliver. He delivers it.
This is crazy. I'm ecstatic. Like this is I gotta be honest, like I mean, I've seen it. I haven't really had a really good look at it yet myself even. I am like blown away, guys. It's so Eric, it is so fucking sick, dude. I'm blown away. I really, I'm like fucking, yeah, dude. I really like it. I'm blown away. Truly.
Just wait. It's gonna be better.
This is fucking crazy. This is sick. Thank God I kept buying on this dip myself. All these idiots are selling. Imagine. Fucking.
Oh, I keep
this is insane.
I keep buying this thing at 3 million, 4 million. I don't give a shit.
Dude, I loaded up. Yeah, I loaded up at this. When people dumped us to 3 million, I loaded up. You guys are idiots. This is insane. Oh god.
Well, let's be honest though. Like they're used to people not doing anything or delivering what they say.
I know.
I mean, there's no fucking hoodwinks going on here, guys. This is the fucking product. This platform is live. It is running on the Solana blockchain, and it is running a wallet that's buying and selling real time in front of your face. Like you cannot argue. There's no LARP here. There's no argument to be made. This is the ATM. It's real life shit.
I want to know what it is about farting. How come there's so many fart tokens today?
It's because of the unicorn fart dust.
Yeah, the unicorn fart was 100 mil, so it was like a new meta.
Well, this is
jumping on and doing
farting dust. So rolling the
buy the TikTok.
Dog. I don't know.
Oh, TikTok fart dog's going flying. No, Roland's not flying.
She launched 4 minutes ago.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these are Cabal tokens that they're just pumping. All these KOLs just pushing.
Yeah. But I've seen just a ton of fart. Look, old fart, Fatua, whatever that is. Roland's a fart thing. Fart.
Is it a fart Fatua?
It possibly is. Let's see. Where's Fatua? Fatua is Fart Tua. Yes. She doesn't have a great score.
Nice.
But this Roland one is cooking. I mean, it's putting FB to shame.
Oh, yeah. Roland's starting to cook hard.
She's just getting it started.
You see this thing. There's a lot of sandwich bots on Roland. You can see it.
Yeah. I don't know. The transactions go so fast, I can't keep up.
Absolutely.
Guys, I mean, Eric, I just, I'm blown away, man. I'm blown away. And it's just like,
I feel like
it's so true shit. It's like I've worked a lot. I've worked with a lot of teams in Solana. I've worked with a lot of utility guys, recently at a high level, and it is a night and day difference working with you guys and your team versus like the shit that I've experienced. Like, I'm so happy right now, guys. This is insane. This is this is V1. This is V1. Like, we're not even in beta yet. Oh my god.
We're about ready.
Sick.
Deck Screener is like 25 seconds behind right now.
Yeah, Deck Screener does run slow, but it also batches transactions, and it doesn't update like every 6 seconds. So, but then again, they have a huge base, But we do have a strategy to keep things fast.
Well, a partnership with AWS doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that AWS is crypto friendly? It's nice.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Are they? Right? They typically. Yeah. Is that like a new thing that they came out with, or?
Yeah, we're actually using their key management system, for signing transactions off the platform.
That's sick, dude.
Uh-huh. So I mean, they have a full crypto suite. It's awesome to finally
That's awesome, dude.
Get a company that a mainstream company that doesn't shy away from crypto.
Yeah, it's such a big deal too because they're willing to support anything really. And if you're having challenges, they'll help you. They'll help you walk through them. They're great.
Yeah, as long as you pay for their really good support.
That's what we do.
That is what we do.
Well,
otherwise,
you can't do it any
you'll
other
never
way.
get in touch with them ever.
It's not worth not getting the creme de la creme for platform strategy and infrastructure on this thing is going to be fucking 80. I mean, it's going to go down to the center of the earth. I mean, this thing is going to be layers deep.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what else Eric has up his sleeves for
just wait.
to work through beta with new features, dude.
It's coming.
Oh my god!
I got a list of them. So yeah,
dude, I'm honestly speechless. I can't believe it. I'm just like in awe at how good this is right now.
You're just watching the fast chart movements.
Have you?
No, it's just everything.
But I want to ask you too, like just really quick. Have you ever sat on a live stream, watched what's going on the screen, and literally had that aha moment, like this just changed your life? That's what I think is happening here, guys. This is generational. This is life-changing. This is a game changer. It's really the dream machine for trading. But at the same time, there's nobody else out there that can even touch it. Now, what you're seeing there in the token details, like Eric, there's going to be, you see how it kind of stops at open trading for 5 minutes? Below that, he's got a couple more metrics he's going to add in for beta, so you'll see him on beta when whoever gets selected for beta, we'll see them. But I literally right now, I could cry. This thing is so cool.
I have the chills, dude. I can't believe how sick this is. I'm blown away. Oh,
Eric,
wow.
It's brilliant, Eric. I know you won't say it. I've known you for almost 20 years, my friend. I've known you for 20 years.
This is true.
And I know you will not say it's brilliant, so I'll say it for you, my friend. Brilliant work, buddy.
Just wait.
It really is.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're not looking at this, just feeling how proud you are just to be a part of this.
I know. And this is what I want to describe to people about our vision, our marketing vision, why we've set up things the way we've set things up, and why we're spending a lot of money in infrastructure in software like this streaming software, and getting all of our ducks in a row with all of our socials. Like, our strategy is going to be, we're going to be in your face live streaming this thing 2, 3, 4 days a week, as many times as we can. And dude, it's just, think about that. Think about the power that's going to expand to over the course of the next few weeks of us continuously doing stuff like this. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in everybody's faces, everywhere.
Well, imagine we use Aries is an LLM. I mean, he's live right now on Twitter, right? And he's leading the Martians, the NFT side. And he's in Telegram, he's on Twitter, he's everywhere. He's funny as hell. Like, you go talk to him, he's funny as hell. I mean, but imagine the next phase of what Aries will become. Right? Like, we're talking to George right now.
Dude.
We're evolving Aries into, possibly he's going to be on here as a trading assistant, as an AI trading assistant that actually is scanning this shit in like nanoseconds. And it's literally telling you what to do. Like, you scan a token and Aries pops up on the corner of the chart and he's like, this is what I think based on the parameters that I see, what he would do. And then you kind of like program him based on your comfort levels, essentially. But that, There's
I
so
mean,
many.
dude, there's so much you can do with Aries from an AI agent perspective.
Right.
And I'm actually excited to talk to George about expanding him. I mean, look, I've seen, we've seen like the quant boss, we've seen these like AI analysts, but like having that tool inside the actual DApp platform and not just like on Twitter or like in fucking Telegram, like actually in here on a
Oh,
trading platform, helping you find out more information, giving you data, asking it questions real time. Eventually, you might be able to just tell it to fucking execute a trade for you guys. Like that's the type of shit we're looking into. And like we want to invest in because we know the AI thing is the future and that's where everybody's putting their money. So we're going to take that pretty serious, and I think that it's going to add an entire another element of a unique of making this unique and different and more powerful to the trader. I mean, it's going to be fucking nuts, guys. Like,
I mean, realistically, this is just built for everybody across the entire board. Like, whether you want to get into, what are you, Eric? What are you saying? I'm not following you. I mean, whether you want to get into trading and self-serve this thing, you could self-serve on the ATM, but the data and the speed and the transactions and everything you're seeing right here, you can't degen better anywhere else. I don't care who you are, what you think, what it is. I'll meet you on Spaces. We'll do it later, okay? And then you look at the ATM side and you look at this automated stuff, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And you're going to be able to set. You don't have to buy new tokens. You can buy mid caps. You can buy large caps. You can buy whatever you want. It's just going to, trigger the buys based on what you set the strategy for.
I mean, this is sick. I can't wait for tomorrow, Shitzy. It's gonna be sick.
Well,
what happens tomorrow?
Yeah, me and our boy here, we're going to be doing some live trading for fun.
Sweet.
On some triggered buys and stuff like that. So we're going to go live tomorrow. Maybe similar time. So if you guys are around and you're like, hey, I want to hang with Shits and Boston Rob, you get to see us banter back and forth. And you never know, like Eric might jump on and throw some thoughts out there and some new tokens and stuff. Like we're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna have some fun with it.
Yeah.
I'll throw you some calls from the bot. No worries.
There are some questions, Shitsy, that I don't know if you're looking at them, and I don't know. Somehow people got into the rest stream and they're like asking us questions here.
Okay, what do you got?
All right,
Yeah,
sorry,
let me take this one. So I got the ATM bot must use a lot of soul. If it does thousands of transactions, is this being manually restored? How does that work? So, every time that that bot purchases a token, it has to create an associated token account with that in order to hold that token, because the wallets on Solana don't actually hold tokens. So it creates an associated token account, and there's rent on that account. Now, we will have a system inside the ATM so you can reclaim that rent. Basically, you can close old unused token accounts and reclaim that rent. So I don't know if that's exactly what his question is, but that is something else that's coming to the ATM.
I think he's referring to, Eric, and I was going to answer this. It's like, how is it manually being restored? I think he's thinking like the money's going to run out. It's like it's only a 1% fee on the trade, and most of these trades are manual, guys. I mean, are automated and profitable. You could go make a trade on Trojan or Photon, and yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
It's only a 1% fee per trade. I mean, it's making money. It's not going to run out of soul.
The idea is to make more than 1%.
Right. And the idea is
exactly.
Bottom line is you're going to pay the 1% anywhere you go, whether it's BonkBot, Unibot, Trojan. It doesn't matter where you're at. Like you're paying Photon 1%, you're paying BoX. Like it's all coming out. The end of the day, it's going to be the exact same game field that you're on right now on any other platform that you trade. The only difference is this actually allows you to trade in like super fast speed if you want to automate it and be able to not miss stuff that you're like manually trying to degen and win. This makes sure you win. Like you put the right strategies in, things are cooking, and this thing could make you 30. Like, look at that one where we were in for 3 seconds and made 35%. So the 1% is nothing, and the token account's nothing. So it's not.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing at that point.
It's nothing. So that answers that. There would be cool. Would it be cool if there are different presets or different styles you can choose from? Like a low risk, medium risk, high risk. Yes, there will be preset strategies, right? That you can kind of just, if you're a normie and you don't want to set your own thing, we can preset some for you. Definitely.
You bet. You still want to decide, when you want to sell and, when to get out, that type of stuff. But absolutely, we'll have some guided stuff in there.
Okay. One other guy goes, "What is FB, fam?" FB was Firebird. It was something we made money on in the ATM. Oh shit. Dude, I'm blown away, guys. Eric, you did such a good job. I can't believe this is the first iteration of it. Like it looks great as is. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like after beta.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Oh shit. All right. Well, Shitsy, how much time you got left? Are you guys want to jump off soon or?
Yeah, I got to get running here in a minute.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up if you want.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. It's 1 a.m. here and I'm screaming.
Yeah. Well, you're going to go dream about Fartbird and you're going to go dream about all these tokens you just watched us cook on.
I know. Well, tomorrow we're going to maybe dive into some and trade some live.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, this was awesome, guys. Thanks, Eric, for jumping on and showing us the reveal. This is just absolutely, I'm blown away. Shitsy, thanks as always.
Yeah,
I'm pumped, guys. This is truly just the beginning. I mean, if you didn't have bags, make sure you load up on your holdings. Secure a good bag where you're comfortable for a long-term hold, because it's going to be those assets are going to be worth a lot of money. The people that are buying those NFTs cheap the last 2 weeks, smart, really, really smart. I think those NFTs are going to have 100 soul floor.
Yeah, game changer. Well, and just know we're really excited about beta. If you haven't signed up for beta, get on the website. It's occupymars.land. You see it streaming at the bottom there. You can sign up for beta on ATM.trade. So if you want more information on Occupy Mars, the Mars token, it's on occupymars.land. If you want to get on the beta, go to ATM.trade. That'll be the actual platform. That's where the platform will live when it goes live to the public here soon. And I know a lot of people are like, well, when? Guys, it's coming quick. I mean, it's not months. It's not weeks. I think it's coming quick. This is Eric's passion project. Like, this is a beast. I mean, you can see it.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. It's insane. I'm blown away.
So join, if you haven't watched the whole thing, guys, I highly recommend, like, when we actually close up here in a little bit, highly recommend. It's the best 1 hour and 30 minutes you'll probably ever spend in your life if you watch it from the beginning, and you'll see why this thing is going to be such an absolute monster.
Yeah, I mean, guys, 70% of the total revenue goes back to the holders, 10% into a community treasury. I mean, Photon, Bullx, none of them are even coming close to giving that type of money back to any holder. They're taking all the money home and getting filthy rich. So,
well, and the rest of it's going to go to development, building more team. It's also going to go to the server cost. There's a huge cost on the server side.
Oh yeah.
So that it's all being allocated appropriately, and it's all going to allow for an absolute successful, not just launch, but a huge optimization into 2025, but then also become the platform of the year on Solana. Like, I have no doubt this will trump everything you guys have seen last year. Revenue-wise, it's going to be nuts.
Nuts, dude. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. But All right, guys, this is awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna jump off, Shitsy. Eric, thank
Yeah,
you again.
I'm gonna go ahead
Me
and
too.
end it. I really want to thank everybody for coming. I think, you guys have a choice to make and where you spend your time. We don't take that for granted. We're blessed to have everybody that's on here right now.
Yep.
We genuinely care deeply about, having this be for the people, by the people. It's very important to us. We've been in crypto for 10 plus years. We've built blockchains. We've built every DeFi platform you could think of or even dream of at this point on EVM chains or any other chains that are out there. We've done this. This isn't our first rodeo. We've launched multiple platforms in the past, very successful platforms. We've also been invited to, Crypto Dubai. We were Team of the Year in 2022. We've gone and spoken with presidents about centralized coins. Like, we're not your typical dev team. Like, we are the team that has been doing this for a very long time. That's why we're able to execute at the flawless level we do. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys next time on ATM Revealed version 3.